Hey guys, welcome back to Tracy's Local Learnings and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be processing some of my acorn squash from the garden throughout the summer, and I thought I would bring you guys along. Now, the first thing I always do when I'm doing my acorn squash, if I'm not having it just baked for dinner and I want to put it away to preserve it, I'm going to cook them like I normally would, and then I'm going to go through a separate process afterwards. So I'm probably going to do a two-part on this. So I saved you watching me cut them because they're hard to cut, you guys. Once you cut them, hang on here, I have a example. You want to take all the seeds out of there and scrape them out, right? All the little stringers and stuff from the seeds. So you want to take it out. So what I do, I'm going to show you quickly with my seeds, if I can tip this down here. Okay, is I use a strainer, okay? So I'll basically, hang on here. Ooh, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Okay, so I basically just scoop out the seeds into a sifter and the stringy bits. If you guys can see that all right. So you just kind of, it's almost like doing a pumpkin, really. So you scoop that out, and then you want to place this to the side with its other side, okay? So once I get it into the strainer, what I'll do is I'll run this under cold water, and all the fleshy parts, all the fleshy parts will come away from the seeds. You just kind of gotta pull them off and remove the orange stuff. So I'm going to set these over here for now because I have processed up some of the seeds so I could show you guys and then show you what I'm going to do with it moving forward. So I have a oven rack and parchment paper. So now, I don't know, down here is all my seeds. So after I do the process of getting all the fleshy parts out, I lay them out on 100% cotton pillowcase and I let them dry but not completely dry, right? I just want them to kind of like, they're all sticking right now. And basically what I'll do is I'll take them off of the pillowcase, and they will be a little bit stuck because of the texture. And then I have my cookie sheet, and I'm just going to sprinkle them out, and I'm going to put them into a dark closet where it's cool and there's no direct sunlight, and I'm going to let them dry so I have acorn squash seeds for next year and to share, okay? So that's what I do with this. I'm going to finish that part a little later, but I want to show you what I do with my acorn squash. Okay. So here's one. See if I can tip this down more without causing grief. Oops, there we go. Okay, so I have them all processed and ready to go, and I'm doing 3 of them. I have a couple more, but they don't fit on my cookie sheet, so I'm going to just do it like this. So now, the first thing I do is I get out, I don't know why I didn't have this ready. I get out my pink Himalayan salt, and then I'm just gonna give them a sprinkle, just a little sprinkle, just to give them some flavor. And this will stick to the moistness of the vegetable, so you don't have to worry about that. So once I do my little bit of salt, I take my coconut oil. I buy this one, I think at Walmart, and it's $3.25, I think, for 500 mils, and it's a really nice high quality coconut oil. So now I take my coconut oil and I grab my acorn squash and I do the outside of the skin and I do the top edges, right? Because I don't want it to stick, because, can you guys even see that? No. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you on the next one. I didn't think about this part of my hands getting all oily and then not being able to touch my phone. So there's that, all right? So I'm going to finish this process. Hopefully you guys don't mind hanging out with me while I do this. So now you can season these however you want. If you want, I don't know, cayenne pepper, now would be the time to do it. And you would just sprinkle it on the inside, right, where we put the salt. And, yeah, so some people like to put brown sugar on them. I will be putting some brown sugar on them, but I do it kind of at the end. Yeah, so, because I don't like it to get too brown on the inside. And I want to make sure they're cooked, right? If, I find that if I put the brown sugar in the beginning, they take a lot longer to cook. So I'm just going to rinse off my hands quickly. Still have tons of coconut oil on my skin, but that's okay because it's really good for us. Okay, so now I'm going to tip this up. I hope you guys can see that. You see my cookie sheet over here? Here, I'll bring it a bit closer. Okay. So I put my acorn squash facing down. I hope they fit. That's a little tight. But I put them facing down, and now I will put them into my oven at about 325 to 350, and I'll let them cook for, well, it depends on the size. Like, I'm not very good at cutting them, so they're all different sizes. So some of these ones might come off sooner than, say, the bigger ones, right? But I'm going to run them at 325 to 350, and I will bring you guys back when they come out of the oven. Okay guys, hi, I'm back, and these are out of the oven. I'm going to show you what they look like. This is what they look like now. I flipped them over, and sometimes I use brown sugar, but today I'm going to be using honey. Let's see if I can move this over. There we go. There. I'm just going to be using some raw honey and just giving them a light coating because they're still hot. It's just going to absorb into it. Right? And I mean, depending, if you want them spicy, you could sprinkle cayenne pepper on them at this point. You could sprinkle on brown sugar. You could, whatever you like the flavor of your acorn squash to have, just add it on there. And I like to do the honey, or I do brown sugar. Sometimes I put a little bit of cinnamon on them, just depending what I'm serving it with, or if I need that burst of flavor. I also like it with cayenne pepper on them, with a little bit of heat. I find it really enjoyable, especially in the summertime, because in the summertime when I cook them, I sometimes leave them cold. Like, I season them and then I cube them up and I have them in the fridge so that when I want to enjoy a nice cold piece of acorn squash with a little bit of heat, it's right there. And you can freeze them in little cubes, or you could freeze them up and add them into your smoothies. But I'm going to cut this video off here, and I'm going to come back. Oop. Sorry, I'm getting used to this thing, you guys. See, I still got it low. Anyways, I'm going to come back and show you how I preserve these even further, and show you how I do it, because I have tips and tricks. So when I want acorn squash, I have them prepared down in the freezer in a serving, ready to go. So I hope you guys come back and see the second part of this, and get your acorn squash cooked up and get some stuff in the freezer. Okay, thanks so much for coming by my channel. Thank you for watching this content. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Bye-bye.